as I said, we were going to shift around here. We're here in Crescent Park, and of course we're by the cenotaph, which is a commemoration of fallen soldiers from our community. And I've got Al Davey, who's the first vice president of the Royal Canadian Legion branch number 59. 59, yes. Wow, that was pretty good, eh?
Yes, you did well.
So Al, welcome to the show. And we're going to talk about Decoration Day, among other things. But that's Decoration Day comes up each year on the Sunday closest to June the 6th.
Yes, it does.
And
what the ceremony is for is to commemorate the 15,000 Canadians that participated in D-Day. Mm-hmm. And like you said, it's the closest Sunday to the 6th of June. Yeah. So this year it falls on the 9th of June. So. And
of course, people don't know. A lot of people are aware of the ceremony in Crescent Park, but there's more to it than just this actual component. There's an event in the morning too.
Yeah, we get a lot of participation from the community here. We call it posting flags to all the grave sites at Rosedale Cemetery, Sunset Ceremony, Cemetery. Yeah. Moose Jaw Cemetery and those three cemeteries. And then on June the 9th, we have a ceremony right at the cemetery of Rosedale. Yeah. And that commences at 11:15 at the Rosedale Cemetery. And we get cooperation and help from the local cadets, Army, Navy, and Air Force cadets, and a lot of Legion volunteers and people with veterans that are buried in those graves.
And there are a lot of veterans out there, aren't there? Because it takes a lot of people to put a Canadian flag on each one of those graves.
Yeah. When you go, for example, go to Rosedale and have a look at the amount of Canadian flags that are there, it's really something to see how many veterans we actually have in those cemeteries.
For sure, and of course, with the 100th anniversary of the Moose Jaw Armory recently, it's helping to raise awareness again of the sacrifices that have been made on behalf of the country of Canada.
Yeah.
So, talk to me about the afternoon, because because everybody can come to any of this. Yeah, I shouldn't say that
it's wide open to the public at 10:15. The ceremonies at the Rosedale Cemetery, and then we're going to have a brief service there with laying of wreaths and things like that. Mm-hmm. Following that service, we're going to all meet at the Legion around noon for lunch. And again, the public's all welcome to all these things. And at 2 o'clock, we have a parade here using the cenotaph here. We've got the 15-wing Moose Jaws participating in the parade with a bunch of people from the wing. The Dragoons, as you mentioned earlier, they're going to participate in the parade. And the Legion Color Party is going to be leading the procession. So that's all at 2 o'clock, and we're asking if the public wants to participate and come and have a look at how this is going. Please be here by 1:45 on Sunday the 9th.
And you can sit on the grass and you can enjoy the spectacle of the thing, but also a chance to express your gratitude and because the cadet corps are here, and there's other organizations from the community who also participate because they think it's important that they show up.
A lot of the local service clubs will participate, and the Air Cadets and in the community, and of course all the veterans that are left or do participate. This park is beautiful here right now this time of year, and they bring lawn chairs and we've got the bands playing some music, and that's such.
And the Zasties, of course, post a sentry guard of honor here when they do that too, and that's that's one of the hardest jobs to do, is stand there for like 20 minutes to a half an hour without moving.
Yeah, the goons are providing those sentries, so it's a really nice service. And apparently Branch 59 Moose Jaw is one of the few legions left in that does this type of service, so it's really nice, and a lot of people do appreciate the effort that it takes to put this on.
Yeah, I know. I talked to some of my friends in the cadet world, and they said, "What, you do what?" I said, "Decoration Day. Aren't you guys involved?" And their legions had never had this, but since I was a young cadet, I know it was an important part of it in June. That's what I was doing on a Sunday, to be out and participate. Now, after the ceremony, people march away from here, and then they go back to the Legion again.
Yeah, we're having a barbecue with hamburgers and salads and refreshments, and that's going to start at approximately 3:30. And again, the public is welcome to all these events on the 9th of June.
There's a small fee there But
we talked about for a hamburger and salads were about $5 a plate, so pretty reasonable.
it certainly is. Now, you yourself were a member of the Canadian Forces for I don't know how many years.
25 years I was.
Just 25, eh?
Yeah, just 25.
And you traveled around, of course, and served. You started off here in Moose Jaw.
Yeah, my first posting was here in Moose Jaw in 1975. As a young aero engine technician working on tutors.
And now you're back here and retired here and working with Bombardier, still at the base. You're never going to get away from that place.
I'm part of the military aviation training, Bombardier, as you said, working for the military aviation training program, NFTC program.
And that's a good thing because, you know, one of the things we found that when people came back from conflicts abroad is that they were able to be supported by the community and get employment back in and work into the community, because that's a very important part of being as a soldier, that you have something to come back to and something that recognizes your efforts.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed Moose Jaw. I've always been, this has been my community. I'm from Saskatchewan as well, so I've always been part of this Saskatchewan, part of this community. I've spent my family is all here, and so it's been home for, I classified it as home for all these years.
Yeah. Well, Al, we talked about veterans, just glance over that. And of course, the average age of like a World War II veteran is now between 85 and 95, I think. So there's not that many of them still active, but some of them will be on parade.
Yeah. And a reminder, there's a few of the old veterans from World War II and Korea still around, and we have a new bunch of people around in the community from Afghanistan have been those theaters of war, so we can't forget about them as well. So we are trying very hard to get a younger group of people into our Legion, and people are more than welcome to come and have a look and have a look what we have to offer for the community.
Yeah, we have one of my friends who's been on the show with us coming up for a jam session. Troy Downer.
Troy Downer, yeah, he's I think he played last Sunday. We have right now we've got the Legion open from 12 till 6 Sunday afternoons to jam sessions, and a lot of the local musicians are participating in that. And I was there last Sunday and had a look around, and they're really enjoying themselves and playing some really good music. So again, the public's welcome to that. So if anybody's interested in that, then please come on down and have a look at it.
Well, Legion certainly has always been a place to celebrate community. And they have a lot of things. They support track and field. They have for years.
Track and field, girls softball. They just opened up that girls softball. All the hometown fairs, Christmas Santa Claus parades. You know, I think the Moose Jaw Legion is very much involved in this community.
And of course, there's Remembrance Day when a big effort is put forward to with the Poppy Fund and the celebration, I would call it a celebration, of the people who are being recognized at Remembrance Day when we take time to actually do that.
Yeah, actually remember. That is turned into, I was on the color party last year at the new arena here in the Mosaic Place, and it was just a really nice service. The floor was covered, it was easy to walk on, and there was a lot of people participating. Even though it was a real bad stormy day, there was still quite a few people showed up. So
we didn't get to March.
No, we didn't get to March, but
that's okay.
Yeah.
Because what happens is
it was a real bad day that storm that day. You know, so.
Because the snow was so heavy, and what happened is that we were supposed to go from the Mosaic Place just down a block to the Legion, but it just wasn't safe enough to do.
The road was impassable, and it was too bad. The weather was that bad, but it was still quite amazing how many people still come out to the service, and
well, it was almost full in there.
It was really
almost 4,500
people. Yeah, so that was a nice day as well.
Yeah, that was really, and so a lot of good things happened. Well, I want to say thank you to you and the Legion. I hope it's a good day to be out here in my uniform and standing here and participating in that ceremony. And I thank you on behalf of Sean and its the studio, or the audience who's watching us, to say thank you to the Legion for the good things that you do.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you on behalf of Branch 59. I appreciate it.
Okay, well, thank you very much. So, don't forget those events coming up. Canada Day, of course, we know it's July the 1st, but don't forget that on the Sunday closest to June the 6th, which is this year, June the 9th, there will be Decoration Day taking place, and the community is certainly encouraged to participate at the Rosedale Cemetery and also here at the Cenotaph in Crescent Park. So thanks to my guests for being here. Thanks to you for watching, and we'll see you again soon on Moose Jaw this week.
The opinions expressed on the program you have just watched are not necessarily those of Shaw Cable Systems or of this station. Through our access policy, we provide the opportunity for community groups and individuals to express their points of view.